All right, so this is a big deal. This is an important video to me. This is a big episode because I'm getting ready to watch the finale of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And you may have noticed I'm wearing a tie. I don't normally wear a tie for these reaction videos, but this is a big deal to me because not only is it the finale to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, an anime that many people consider to be their favorite of all time, but it's the first time I've ever completed an anime. Like, maybe I've watched something that's only got 6 episodes or whatever, but I mean, the first time I've properly completed a whole anime will be once I've completed watching this episode. So I celebrated with the tie. I got my fancy glasses on. I'm wearing a party hat. I've even got fake champagne to celebrate. I mean, it's obviously not real champagne, but it's a champagne bottle. But I wonder, can I celebrate? Ha! I don't know if you saw that. It spit out green confetti with the green screen. I don't know if the green confetti shows, but once again, you see, not real champagne. Just a little party favor. And with that, I say the confetti should go ahead and take us straight into the party. And I've got more party poppers in case there's needs to celebrate as the show goes on. Oh, so we're in a nurse's office. Knox. Okay, so what kind of flashback scenario? I like it that the episode is called Journey's End. A great name for a final episode. All right. Let's see how this journey ends. Oh. So who is this behind Knox? Are we going to see his face? Or is it just going to be an eternal mystery? Oh, it's Mustang, but he's still blind. Oh. Wait, maybe that wasn't Mustang behind the other guy when he was talking, Dr. Knox or whatever. So Mustang still looks like prepared to run the country, talking about crops. They're going to raise wheat and cotton. I guess good for the economy and to keep the soil healthy or whatever. You rotate those crops. Oh, wow. He wants to solve it before he becomes Führer. But you can't have that power void, right? He recognizes Dr. Knox's voice. Though I still want to see something happen. I want Mustang to regain his vision. Though that might just be too simple. There do need to be consequences for all this that went down in front of our eyes. Yeah, I guess to see the doctor there, the ophthalmologist, who's there to help clear his corneas back up. But I mean, if truth took it away, I guess this is where we find out if the alchemy has completely been cut off from the world or if it just affected Edward. Once again, I'm pulling for the whole world. Yeah, he says this started with the Ishvalan War for him, perhaps. But, it all started with that dwarf in a flask way back when in Xerxes. Oh, wow. He's really, really, sticking to his word and what he believes in. He is going to try to make Ishval whole again. At least, you can never undo the atrocity that was done, but you can try to keep from causing further harm going forward. Oh, and yay, somebody cleaned off Hawkeye's bloody jaw, finally. That wound that she had just, oh man, it looked painful. Oh, Marco's there. Is he still the melty-faced Marco? Yeah, still melty-faced. I guess nobody fixed his melty face. What's Marco going to do here? Oh, are we playing with fire? Do we really need to be breaking out Philosopher's Stones after all the trouble they've caused over the past 63 episodes? That's 30-some hours, right? I say no. No. Oh, man. That has a dark beginning. Yeah, I guess Marco makes sense. The sins created the Philosopher's Stone, so maybe at least use the cursed stone to make things right for the people who sacrificed to create it. I'm with Marco here. I think, they say 2 wrongs don't make a right or whatever, but you can still try to do the best you can with what you've got at your disposal. And I really want Mustang to get his eyes back. Maybe this is the last Philosopher's Stone. It'd be nice if this was like the final use of any Philosopher's Stone ever, wouldn't it? Oh, who needs it more than he does? Oh, who are they calling up? Who are they calling up? I gotta see who this is going to. Who are they calling up here? I don't remember the Havoc General Store. Man, I just don't remember this Havoc store. Who's there? Man, Scar is in a fancy bed. Like, I'm a fan of a king-size bed, but that is way bigger than a king-size bed. That bed's like the size of the state of Delaware, or at least Newark, a city in Delaware. Man, you went from Amestris's most wanted to sleeping in the Capitol in the world's largest bed, I believe. Like, you don't even need a bed that big. Think of how much real estate goes to waste. At least for me, it would go to waste. I don't know. Maybe you're Mr. Fancy Pants. You got lots of people in bed with you. But for me, like Scar, a whole lot of wasted real estate in that bed. Like, I want bigger than a twin, but I don't need that behemoth. Ishvalan to Ishvalan there. Yeah, this is like the first, well, not the first sign, but this is a further sign of reconciliation. Letting Miles and Scar work on something themselves. Ishvalan led repatriation and recreation of Ishval. I like that. You're going to take all you can handle from Mustang. Oh, we're getting a name reveal. I didn't even think about the importance of a name reveal in the finale. What is Scar's name? Oh, he's died twice, yeah. Oh, wow. Still no name reveal. Call me what you want. What's she going to call him? Oh, Ishvalan is simply what she's going to call him. Interesting. Not the most creative of nicknames. It's like the guy from Texas. We'll call him Tex. That real skinny guy over there, he's slim. Oh. Oh. Al with a haircut. Looking good. I guess he has to walk with assistance. Is that a brace over there? Oh, man. You want me to carry? I wanted to see a piggyback ride. A good old-fashioned brotherly piggyback ride. Oh, come on, Edward. Don't run off and leave Al. Walk with him, even if you got to walk a little slower than usual. Yeah, I like that. We left home together. We're going to return together. Mama's not there to be proud, but somebody's there to be proud, I hope. Maybe Winry's there. She can be proud of him coming back. Al's getting along pretty good for a guy who sat in a void for 3 years or however long. Oh, yeah, he's still got the auto mill leg. Probably needs a little WD-40 or something. Oh, wow. Thank you for nothing. Your brother loves you, man. Just be glad. So many brothers are at each other's throats at that age. Be glad you got an appreciative brother. Oh, wow. It's 2 months since they left. Did they walk all the way back to Istanbul? Yeah, May and Ling on their way back to Jing. I feel like they're doing just fine. And Lan Fan with them. Lan Fan. Man, Al looked rough when he came back. He's just swallowed up by that army coat that he's wearing. Oh, man, the three of them making their way back to Jing to see what the future rule of the Empire looks like. Man, I'm just noticing I've got little bits of green confetti everywhere in here. I probably should have thought twice before I launched that confetti cannon before the video. Oh, there's another bit of Philosopher's Stone. Okay, so there's more than one left. Oh, but he's going to unify the two families. So they're going to get a happy ending because, it was painted like only one of the Jingyi's characters could emerge successful. But it looks like they're finding a way for both of them to go back home happy and healthy and whole. And the little panda's even crying. It's so heart-touching. I didn't know pandas could cry. Yeah, I'll probably get all kinds of comments about how it's well documented that pandas cry. That happens to me sometimes. Like once I said I didn't think leopards lived in India. I found out I was very wrong. I love seeing the brothers happy there. They've been so unhappy. Am I going to cry a little bit before this is over? We'll just have to see. It's tough to make me cry, but I still feel sentimental even though I don't cry. Oh, the old fist bump goodbye from 2 months ago. It's a time-tested farewell for dude bros around the world. The good old fist bump goodbye. Oh, is he suggesting maybe he'll go marry a princess? Oh, what if Alphonse and May got married someday when they're both adults? Yeah, Winry. I mean, that's a foregone conclusion that Edward and Winry got to get married someday. I wonder how she's going to feel about it not having to make his arm every 3 weeks. Because he did have a tendency to destroy that arm. She's still got the dog leg to work on. You know, I have a dog. Jacob is his name. I don't like him very much, but I think if he had an automail leg, he'd be a little bit cooler. Maybe I need to get Jacob in another video sometime soon. Oh, Winry. Winry, you're in for a shock. A shock, a surprise. Will she get angry? Will somebody be hit with a wrench for making her worry, for not calling sooner, for leaving her wondering what's going on? If she hears, oh man, she's got a lot of piercings in her ears, doesn't she? Is that what all those black dots are? Let's see. Let's see. What kind of reaction? Are we going to get her screaming and yelling and hitting people with a wrench, or crying and hugging? Oh, very sentimental music. Is that a misdirect? Gotta take a deep breath for this. Lifelong friends. Oh man, still another doorway. Another threshold between her and this reunion that I'm dying to see. Oh my goodness, could she walk any slower? Lady, get there. I'm dying. I'm dying here. There's Alphonse with the puppy. The look of recognition. The dog doesn't seem too thrilled. Edward's surprisingly calm there for the reunion of a lifetime. Now that his battle is over, he can actually explore his feelings for Winry. He can stick around Racine for a while. Who's she going to hug? Both of them. Good call. I was worried she was going to just only hug one of them. But the double hug with the poor dog left out, knocking a briefcase on the floor. I can only imagine what happened to that brace that Alphonse was using to walk. If he landed on that, that could hurt. Welcome home, you dummies. Ah, that's true friendship. The like, I love you and I insult you in the same breath. That is something only people who care the most about you can get away with. Ah, 2 years later! I didn't know we were going to get a fast forward like this. A time jump to show us, like I told you, the finales are usually denouements to show us how the story wraps up. So clearly Edward no longer has his alchemy, but I want to see commentary on alchemy and the rest of Amestris before this finale is over. I don't know if that's an intentional mystery or if it's only a mystery to me and it's obvious to everybody else. Hitting himself in the hand with a hammer. Getting used to doing things the manual way and not the alchemical way. Oh man, and just think how bad Alphonse wanted to taste pie again. And now he can. Of course, it's 2 years later, so they've done some growing up. They've eaten some pie. They've been working on that roof the whole time, probably. Just standing up there, taking in the view. And it's like born to be alive. Born to be alive. Just breathing that fresh air, being happy, because happy's the way to be. You don't need any reason to be happy, other than the fact that you just be. Oh, there's Grauman. Is this where Grauman finally comes into the story? I've been starting to think he was like a loose thread, a forgotten thread, a plot hole. But he's back. I kind of wish he was dressed like an old lady again, though. Oh, so is Grommen gonna be the Fuhrer? So he did slide his way into being the Fuhrer, I think. But is Mustang the power behind the throne? Who's this little kid walking up? I get nervous when I see a kid because I'm thinking about Salim. Is that Salim? Holy crap. What is on his forehead? What is up with Salim here? Did I miss something? So was Bradley's wife Grommen's daughter? I don't get what's going on with Salim here. Oh well. Okay. So she's saying here, explain it a little bit. She made the decision to raise him even when everybody else said he's not a human and maybe shouldn't do that. But I mean, he doesn't have the homunculus fused with the vessel anymore, so he's just a fleshy vessel, right? Maybe that's Grandpa. Okay, I thought she was calling Grommen Grandpa, but I think the old guy over there is Grandpa. Okay. And here he's kind of dealing with the existential question of, you know, what is the key difference between a homunculus and a human? Will they ever be able to see eye to eye? Aren't they both worthy life forms or not? Is one innately more evil than the other? I don't know. I mean, all the evil of the homunculi was kind of infused into them by the human. Well, not really. We had that dwarf in a flask. So some time has gone by, but I don't know that Mace Hughes' daughter looks like she's aged enough, or maybe she has. I don't know. I'm no expert on what a kid looks like 3 years after that. Oh man, I like this Alphonse showing his appreciation, his gratitude. And they'll never forget Mr. Hughes, of course. Oh, what are they doing to repay the Hughes family? Talking about the, you know, sort of conservation of matter and energy. It's almost what he's talking about here. But yeah, got to make things right. Got to repay the kindness that was shown to us. Oh, who was the girl they were unable to save? I love watching the guys throw down some food there. They're having a regular meat party over there. And Al's joining because, you know, he went all those years without being able to eat. All that time where he couldn't taste food. So it's nice to see him back at the old buffet. Oh, Alphonse is going to Xing! And he's taking the Chimera dudes with him. He's going to study alchemy. So if alchemy still exists, then I have to assume that alchemy still exists. And I'm going to just assume that the only person who was cut off from alchemy was Edward, because it looks like Alphonse still has it. I love this idea, Alphonse and Xing. I mean, lets my imagination run wild now. with his companions, his compadres, his traveling bros. I love the celebration of Frogman and Bearman or whatever, Pigman, Zombie Pigman. Oh, and they're going to get their original bodies back just like Alphonse did. They're going to dechimerify themselves. I like it. I like the inspiration he's put into the world. He's told people you don't have to just accept what you're given. You can make more happen out of it. Oh, wow. So one brother's going to get more information from the east, one from the west. I love it. Oh, Nina, that's the one. Oh, Sho Tucker's daughter is the one they didn't save. The most heartbreaking character. I think I blocked it out of my mind because it was so traumatic. I'm going to see how big the world they saved is. Winry giving him all this advice. I kind of wish Winry would go with him. I was hoping this show would end with Edward and Winry, together. Maybe married. Need a little bit more of a time jump maybe for him to get married, but I was hoping they would be married before the story ended. There's the Hogwarts Express. She's so used to him breaking his automail. I like it though. He's not an alchemist anymore. He's just a person who's become an academic. He dresses like his dad a little bit now, walks like his dad, kind of looks like his dad. All right. What words are going to be said here? Words need to be said here, Edward. Yes, say it. Say it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Equivalent exchange. I'll give you half my... What? Marriage proposal there. I was going to celebrate that when the words came out, but they came out in a way I wouldn't even expect. It's hilarious. Presented as equivalent exchange instead of marriage and relationship. I love it. I love it. Half, I'll give it all to you. I'll give you my whole life and you give me your whole life. And we are, as the old folks say, in love. 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 She's embarrassed that she just came out and said it. I love you. 90%, 80%. All right, she's trying to walk it back. She's trying to walk it back. You go, Winry. Don't show your hand too much. You guys are such a cute couple. Although I do have to admit, it kind of looks a little Targaryen. Like if you told me you were related, I'd believe it. So I don't want to think it's a Targaryen relationship here, but they are at least second cousins, right? I mean, look at them. In fact, we did see a little spark in a flashback between Hohenheim and Pinnacle, Granny. So maybe, maybe she's like his niece or something. I don't know if Granny, if her one of her parents was the offspring of Granny and Hohenheim, what would that make her? A grandniece or something? A niece. It'd make her a niece. Once again, he's Daemon Targaryen. Boy, I really rambled too long on that disturbing topic. Sorry about that, guys. So who's this lady? What happened to Granny? Oh, Winry likes it that they're men on the go. I love what she said. Men who sit around and do nothing are boring, no fun. So she's glad, even though it means they're away, she's glad that those boys she cares about, that they care about things too. It makes me feel bad about myself because I love sitting around and doing nothing. I absolutely love it. Then again, I'm old and married and already got my kids, so I'm allowed to be boring, right? Oh man, a heart made full metal. What touching closing words. A heart that's become full metal. No complaints. Just satisfaction. I maybe would have liked to have seen a couple more years down the road. I kind of would like to have seen, definitively Edward and Winry married with maybe a kid and Uncle Alphonse bouncing the kid on his knee, something like that. But I love it. I've loved it beginning to end. This has been so fun, so satisfying, so wholesome, so fulfilling. A comfortable place, a warm blanket on a cold day, a hot bowl of soup when it's snowing outside. I mean, it's just been everything. The people who recommended it to me, I can't thank you enough. This has been such an awesome experience. The idea of Alphonse going off to Jing to learn alchemy and to become a scholar, and then seeing Edward slowly but surely turning into Van Hohenheim and going off to the west to do his own scholarly research and such, to see Winry's appreciation for Ed and Alphonse for being who they are, to see the admission of affection from Edward towards Winry and vice versa. So satisfying. The Armstrongs, they're still out there. Maybe they had a little bit more of closure that could have been given to us. Maybe I need to read the manga and see if there's a little more closure there. I don't know, but I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm going to try to make a few videos now that recap my experience, now that I'm finished with the whole show. but I'm just happy that I made it through. I'm happy it was recommended. You know, as always, I've got to say that I am proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.